By the end of this video, you are going to have a fully functioning website, not just a draft, not a mock-up, but an actual live website that you can share with the world. Hello, my name is Corbin from Zoco Marketing, and in this tutorial, we're going to walk you through how to build a website with Wix. The best part is there is no coding or design experience needed, so let's jump right in. Now, if you check out the link down below, you can actually get started for 100% free. You can design your website, decide if you like it without even having to put in a credit card. So I would recommend checking out that link down below to get started. I will be talking about the pricing later on in this video as well, so you're aware of kind of what it's going to cost you. So here we're going to hit get started for free. Then we're going to sign in with Google or with an email. It is then going to ask who we are building a website for. For us, it's going to be for myself, and we're going to hit continue here. It's going to take you to this view where it's going to ask you to chat with AI or set up without chat to personalize your journey. I would recommend the chat with AI. It's just easier. Both, no matter which one you do, it will take you to the same point. So we're going to start with chat with AI. It's just going to ask some questions about our business to get a better idea of what we're trying to sell. So first, let's tell them about our website here. All right, so I just put in here, I have a local flower shop called Rosewood Floral. I want to create a website that allows me to capture people's information for weddings, banquets, funerals, anything so I can provide them flower services. And we're gonna hit next here. It's gonna ask us a few more questions based on this. And based on this information, it's gonna use this later to help design the website. So we wanna give this as much information as we possibly can. I mentioned that I wanted to capture people's information. So it's asking me if I want custom forms. I'm gonna say, yes, I do want that. And if for whatever reason, it's gonna ask you probably 3 or 4 questions. If you wanted to end the chat and continue, you can, if you just wanted to get to designing your website. But I do find that this is helpful because it will suggest some apps and things later on. So would you like to sell directly? No, I don't need to sell directly. No, just lead forms. But if you are selling directly, you can say yes this, and then it will suggest the setup. You can see right here on the left-hand side, it's customizing what it's going to build or what our site is about. So obviously there's a flower shop here. And you see after we've gone through and done this, it's going to add some more details in the left-hand side. Yes. I want a portfolio to show my beautiful arrangements. All right, and then it's still asking me some more questions. What's the inspiration for my business? And I don't know, so I just said, can you give me some suggestions? And then it's a family-run business passed down by generations. That sounds good for this. This, of course, is just like a demo store, so we're just gonna put this up here. And you can see it's starting to add more information here, the target audience, the goals of the website, and getting some more information of it. And finally, it's gonna suggest some forms or things to add to the website. I want a portfolio and forms. That's great, so we're gonna hit continue here. And then now we can go to our dashboard to design our store. All right, so now we are inside of our dashboard, and it's going to give us through like a little checklist to get our website live. But before we go through and actually do this checklist, I would recommend going to design your site first. So you can see that if it's a website that you actually like before you buy a domain or start paying for Wix. Before we do jump into that though, I do want to make just a quick little note here. If for whatever reason you wanted to go back and go through that flow again or give a different website, you can come back over here to create new website. And if you wanted to, instead of doing the AI chat, do the setup without chat, you can go through and do it without the chat, and it will still take you to the same dashboard that we are on right now. So you can see we can just skip this and it's going to take us back to this dashboard here. So you could go through and do that if you wanted to, or if you wanted to set up a new website, that's how you do it. But we're going to come back over here to our Rosewood Floral, and we're going to start designing this website. So we're going to hit design here in the left, this little top right hand corner. All right, and then from here, you have 2 different options. So you can create a website just by giving it a prompt here, and it will create basically a website from scratch, or you can start from some of these templates as you can see down below here. Now, as you are choosing these templates, or if you go with the template option or the prompt option, it's important to note that right here, you can see this says Wix Harmony. If you choose one of the templates that say Wix Harmony, that is like a vibe coding template, which means instead of actually clicking buttons and doing things, you're actually just going to talk to the AI or type in prompts for the AI to change specific things. So if you want to go that route, you're going to want to choose one of the Wix Harmony templates. If you wanted to start with just a normal kind of template, you can click on see all here. And once you click inside of here, you can scroll down, and after you scroll for a little bit, you can come into page 2. You can see there are actual like normal designs that you can use to edit these. So you can see there's this nice one here for the flower shop where I can go through and I can actually start editing this, but the edits are going to be a little bit different than the Harmony. So to show you the difference here, I'm going to click inside of this one, and I'll show you the demo on this one. And then we are going to actually show you the Wix Harmony example as well. So you can see the difference between the editing, so you can decide which one's best for you. So here we have the normal template, and then here is the Wix Harmony one. We're going to go to edit this as well in this website. And then you can see it'll pull up the editor here, and we're going to create new website. And you can see it is going to start building out this website based on the data that we have given it before. All right, so here's the difference between the 2 editors. You can see here is the Wix Harmony editor, and here is the traditional website builder. The pros of the Harmony builder, and the one that honestly I prefer, is you can pretty much do anything in the older website builder. You can see with this old one, you can kind of click and drag and drop and change anything inside on the website. So if you wanted to change this to Rosewood, you could do that. But over here on this one, you can also do that. You can click on text and change it and move things around. But you also have this built-in little AI chat where if you want wanted it to actually update something for you, you can just type something in and it will change those for you. For example, if we wanted to update the site color palette, right now this color palette's nice, but it's not what I want for my brand. You can see here is the logo that I have for Rosewood Flowers. You can see here's the document colors. So I want to come over here first and let's update the color palette for this. So we're going to click on this right here, update my site's color palette. Okay, so then I just gave it the colors for my brand here, and we'll see what it spits out on the website and changes this look right here. Okay, and you can see based off of that, it went through and changed the colors here. Now it did make this black text right here, which is a little hard to see. So if I wanted to then go and change this manually, I can click on this, click on the color wheel right here, and then change it to a different color palette so you can actually see the text right here. And I'm going to come back over here and change that as well. So the nice thing is you can use the AI to kind of mass do things and then customize it a little bit more if you need to as well. So there's the shop plans there. And next we need to update our logo here because we have this little sprout logo. So I want to actually change that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the logo and then we're gonna click customize logo. And then from here, we can replace the logo or create a logo if you wanted to using the Wix logo maker, but I already have one all built out. So we're gonna come here, upload media, and then we're gonna grab something from our computer real quick, the Rosewood logo. It'll update the file there. And now we have our logo here at the top. Now you can see this logo is maybe a little bit small, so I'm gonna make it slightly bigger here. And we can even center it a little bit more. So if I would just click this and move it around, I can center it and it'll have the lines there to make sure that it looks nice up in the top left-hand corner. The next thing is I don't really love this bar up here. So if I wanted to replace the background, you can see it doesn't really go with the colors that I want. I'm gonna replace the background to this kind of lighter color. And the website's starting to look a little bit better. I don't love this line right here. So maybe I'm gonna have this hover over just like there so it kind of blends into the logo. Or if I wanted to move it down a little bit so there's more of a gap there, I could add that. It'd probably be better if I added a vectorized logo here for the look of this, but for now we're just going to keep it as it is. Now, just like with any text, what you can do is if you click inside of here, you can delete any text or change it. So contact us for... So you can see we just fill that out and change anything that we want on there. And then right now, this is the sign up button. It's going to the different pages. If you want to see all the different pages on your website, so right now this is the home page, of course. So this is what people see when they first come to the website. I can click over here in this left-hand menu, and this will have a drop down of all of the pages that have been created. And you can see I have my accessibility stats, my contact us, the refund policy, the privacy policy, our story, terms and conditions, shipping policy. It created all of these different pages for us. Now, for whatever reason, you did not want to have one of these pages on your website, like it's overwhelming. Like even just looking at this right now, I'm overwhelmed and I built a lot of websites. I can come over here to manage pages, and inside of manage pages, I can delete or edit any of the pages that I don't want to keep around on my website. So you can see this will give us our main pages here. And if you wanted to delete any of these pages or anything down here, you have your main website pages, your portfolio, your store pages, or your member areas. If I come back over here and I hover over something, let's say the refund policy, I can click there over here and actually delete this. I would not recommend deleting the accessibility, the contact us, refund privacy policy, terms and conditions, or the shipping policy. You're just going to want to keep those on there. But if I want to come over one of these portfolio pages or add a page I didn't want, I could do the same thing and hover over one of these and just delete them. It won't work for any of the portfolio pages because those are already added inside of like the main settings. But any of these main pages you can delete, or you can also even just go to edit the page or rename them something else that you wanted to. But we're going to come back over to the home page and continue editing this page. Now, as you are editing, it's important to note, you'll notice down here the little ARIA tab. Whenever I click on something, it changes to what I want to edit that specific thing to say. So you can see here right now it's editing the nav. And then here, if I come down to this spot, it will edit that text. If I wanted to come down here and say that I didn't like this text right here, I could ask it to give me some new text options. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I just asked it, can you write me a paragraph to add here about how we can help people with their wedding events, especially for their floral needs? So we're gonna hit go there, and then Aria is then gonna read that and then get some text for us and then edit the actual part that we have selected. You can see right there, it just went through and changed that automatically. So if there's ever a section that you want to talk to Aria about, you wanna make sure that you click on the actual section here. So right here, I'm gonna say, give me 4 pictures here instead of 3. And you can see then it gives me 4 images here. Now, whether that's a good design choice or not is probably debatable. I would probably want to use this to maybe have them do them all the same size and maybe all in the same row, or add 6 pictures here instead. So now I'm going to actually have the AI add 6 pictures to fill in the gaps right here. So I'm going to say, can you actually add 6 pictures so that there are 3 in each row? All right, and now we have 3 distinct images here. Now, if I wanted to actually add images to this, I could click inside of here into the actual gallery. Now, moving back up here to the nav, you can see right here, it has a little login bar. Most websites are probably not even gonna want a login bar or something like that. So I'm just gonna hover over this and actually delete that. And then you do up here have the option, if you are selling products, you can keep the cart and the cart icon up here. Or if you aren't selling those, you can delete that. And then you can change the link to the form to maybe go to a form fill instead of buying products. But let me show you how to change some of the nav as well here. Because you see right now, this is the default nav. You can go to plants, pots, and then sales and subscriptions. If you click inside of here, you can actually manage the menu and you can change to different parts on your website. If you did want to add, like say, a different form on the website, all you would need to do is hit add item here, and then you can either link or anchor or any of your site pages. You can grab one of those and put it into the website. It's going to load up here. So if I wanted to add one of these other ones, so if I wanted to add my FAQ to the nav, I can click on that and then it will add that to the box. Now this one, it looks like it's a little bit small, so it's not adding it there. You can see I got to make this a little bit bigger so it fits all of those things. So that has all of the navs in there, and you can see there is our FAQ on this page. And if I wanted to change any of them or get rid of any of them, all I need to do is hover over this. You want to hit delete here, and then it will remove that from the menu bar. And then same thing with buttons. If you click inside of a button, you'll notice that you can change the link to wherever it goes. So right now it's going to our product page, which is fine. But if I wanted to change this and send that maybe to a lead page or create a new page where it's just capturing a form, I can click on this, and instead of having them go to my product page, I can click here and I can actually have them go to my contact page right here, and the contact us, and then done. That way, instead of shop plants, I can have them say contact us for a free quote. So then I can change the call to action here by clicking on this. And then instead of shop plants, say gets a free quote. And then there is my main call to action on this button. And then right now you can't see these cart buttons, but we're going to delete these because we're not going to actually be shopping on them. So we're going to delete those right there. And then now we can scroll down and look at all the different plants. Now, if I wanted to add a brand new section completely, what I can do is I can click and hover over here, and then I can click on this blue button that says add section. And then you can generate with AI design section or a blank section. I personally, for this, like to grab one of the pre-built templates because I know exactly what's going to be putting in there. But if you want to create something from scratch, you can use the AI to build it. But we're just going to grab something here that's simple that we can put into this section. So I want to add in a little portfolio page that shows some of my flower design. So I'm going to come over here and go to our work and then add a section here for this that has all these different things. So now it has a gallery here. And if I wanted to change the images in this gallery, I can click on this and then I can come back over here to manage media. From here, we can add images or we can remove specific ones. So if I wanted to move them or change the design or change the centering of them, I could do that. So I actually like these flowers right here, but we're going to grab this one and we're going to hit replace image. And then it's going to take you to the media from Wix. So if you wanted to search something, so for my business, I have flowers, I could put this in here, or you could of course upload any of your media right here to put it inside there. But for this example, we're just going to grab some nice flower bouquets. So I found this little one right here. So we're going to hit apply. And then now we have our flowers here. So I'm going to fill this out real quick. All right. And now we have 4 beautiful images to show off our flower bouquet package. And then we can hit add images. Then we can exit out of here. And then we have this little gallery that's showing off our website. And as we were looking at this, the background here, of course, is not something that really fits the vibe that I'm going for. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on the background here. And once again, I can have Arya do it, or I can come over here to replace background and then just replace the image and do the same thing. We're going to find one real quick. All right, so I found this image here. And once again, now we need to change the text back to black. So I'm going to do that real fast. And because of the coloring of this, it's kind of hard even with the black to see this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move everything down a little bit and we're going to play around with this. I'm going to move all these down. You can see the nice thing is you grab this, you can drag and drop it. So then it's kind of over this part. All right, and what I did here is I just asked the AI, can you add a gradient backdrop to the text here so that I can clearly see it against the backdrop, add a background here, and then you can see it will add that onto the website. I don't really love the way that this is looking right now. I'd probably go through and grab another background here. But for the sake of this tutorial, I just want to show you the functionality there. The next thing is if there are sections in your template that you don't like, you can delete them completely. All you need to do is hover over the section and then right click on your mouse and you can see there's this little delete and then you can delete the entire section. Or you could even come over and grab a section and just hit delete on your keyboard and it will delete that section for you. Now, once you are happy with the design of your website and you've edited all the pages and looked through everything that you like and gone through and tested the links, you can come over here and you can actually hit a preview button. And inside the preview button, what's nice is you can see it on desktop or you can see it on mobile as well to make sure that the mobile version is looking good. And the nice thing about Wix is Wix does a really good job at building a mobile website. As we know, a lot of traffic these days is mobile. So you want to make sure that your mobile website does look really nice here. But now we can come back over and we can go back to edit the site. And once we're happy with the way that it looks, we can come over here and actually hit publish and publish this website. You can see once you publish the website, it's going to give you a link, but it's going to look something like this where it's not a custom domain. So you can get publish here, which is a step in the right direction. But if this is actually a professional website, you're going to want to connect your domain. And that's where you can come over here and hit connect domain. And it's going to ask you to look at different domains that work for your website. So what you can do from here is search for your website, go here. My guess is this one's probably going to be taken, but we're going to do Rosewood Floral and see. And you can see it is free for 1 year, which is nice. So we're going to hit get here. And then we need to get a domain or get a plan in order to get the domain. So when you get a premium plan, it gives you a free domain. So I would recommend if you don't already have a domain, just get a premium plan so you get it for free for 1 year, or you can buy the domain only. We're going to hit continue here and look at the plans that they have. And this is the part, as I mentioned, where you can now actually purchase the website. Now, if you just wanted to use the domain that Wix gives you, you can continue to use that 100% free. It will have watermarks and everything all over it, but I would recommend that you go with something, either the business or the core. You see right now, the core plan, if you use the link down below, you can get for $14.50 a month when you pay annually, or there is the light one where it's 17, but most people, I would recommend going with the core. You have 5 collaborators, 50 gigabytes of storage, and it's giving you everything that you need to get started with your website. So we're gonna go with this one. And then here, if you do a longer plan even, so if you go 2 years or 3 years, you can see you'll save up to $435, but you are committing for that period of time. Or you can go yearly at 12 months and it's $14.50, or you can go monthly, which would be $36 a month. So if you plan on having your website for anything longer than 3 to 4 months, I would recommend going with the yearly, because it's going to save you a ton of money in the long run. Then you can come over here to continue to checkout, and then it's going to give you a full domain, and you can click submit and purchase. All right, and then once you purchase that, it's going to say you can get .com plus .net, which I don't really want. I just want the one rosewoodfloral.com. Okay, so you can see once you go through and buy that, it will take up to 30 minutes for your site to be secured online. So it may take a little bit of time, but you can go to your domains and look at them here. So you can see right now, when I click on this, it's just taking me to this empty thing, but in 30 minutes or so, it will be back and live in just a second. All right, and after about 15 minutes or so, you can see now our site is live. It has the custom domain here, so we can share that with anybody, and you click and have all of the buttons inside of here. Obviously, there's some things you'd want to clean up if this site was actually real here. So hopefully you found that helpful. Don't forget to check out the link down below in the description if you're wanting to get started for free, so you can design everything and make sure you like it before you buy Wix. And we'll see you in the next video.